This video, I want to go over the syllabus. Sometimes it's nice to hear it out loud in addition to reading it. So I've got the homepage of statistics class pulled up here, and I'm going to go over to course content, and I am going to go to course introduction, where I'm going to click on the syllabus. So let's talk about how this class is going to operate. All of your syllabus for FECC should look very, very similar. We have a template that we are all required to use as instructors. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty here. Required text and materials. Here's a textbook. They have it in the bookstore. Again, Eagle Online and My Labs Plus, is where we're going to be conducting the course. The other thing that it's imperative to have for this class is a calculator. It needs to be a graphing calculator. I use a TI-83 or an 84, but a TI-89 or Inspire is acceptable. All of the videos will be based on a TI-83 or 84. It will make your life so much easier. Now, if this calculator is not in your budget, the Media Center at FECC does rent them out. So make sure you get over there within the first day or two of school and get a calculator checked out. Communication, I use your student email address. It's the FECC address. So make sure that you have access to that and it's something that you check. So let's talk about how things are going to be graded. Homework, I believe this is a typo, will be 40% of your grade. Quizzes, 15. Exams, 15. Your final exam, 10. So exams in total will be worth 25% of your grade. Your project is worth 20%, and discussion and participation is worth 5%. So let's talk about grade decimation. So quizzes are worth 15% of your class. There will be 8 of them throughout the semester. And if you print out the due date calendar, you'll see the Mondays that they post and the Sundays that they're due. You can take each quiz twice, and only your best score is recorded. So if you take it and you don't get the grade you want, you still have another shot at it, and I only see your best score. Quizzes do not need a proctor, but they are, I'm asking for the honor system that you work on them on your own. Second, homework worth 40% of your grade. Obviously, homework is the best way to study for the class, help you do well in the quizzes and the exams. Homework's available starting on day 1. So I have had students in the past that needed to work ahead, and that is just fine with me. Everything's available to you on day 1 of the course. There are due dates for all of the homework that are on the due date calendar. If you miss a due date, you still have the ability to submit homework. It would just be at 30% reduced value. So getting that in on time is important. You have 4 exams worth 25% of your grade. These must be proctored. That FECC has a proctoring center here on campus that coordinates all of the exam times and proctors the exams for all of our classes here as instructors. So I do not coordinate proctoring. I will have more information on the proctoring center and how to contact them. You will need to make an appointment. All of the exam dates are listed on the due date calendar. And so if you have work issues or something, please start looking at that now and making arrangements. If you're off campus, the proctoring center will help you find a qualified proctor to monitor your exam. Let's see, project. Project is going to be a semester-long project. It's going to build on material that we're learning in the class. I have a complete separate handout for project, and we'll go over that at a different time. There'll be 4 submissions for you to make throughout the semester: a project proposal, a progress report, a rough and final draft. Again, we'll talk more about the project later, but it is worth 20% of your grade. Discussion participation, 5%. Really, to get that 5%, you need to make an introduction post and a post at the end of the semester. I do have in the discussion section, as you saw in the previous video, areas for homework questions. Lake work policy, here, where I run into this are quizzes. Some students, it's worth 15% of your grade, can't seem to take the quiz when it's posted without communicating to me till after. That's just not going to work. If you have a conflict and make a reasonable accommodation prior to the quiz posting, I am more apt to work with that. versus an after the quiz. I absolutely do not open quizzes after the due date. Some of you will ask me, but I will very politely tell you no, and it is in the syllabus. So please make sure that you get the quizzes. If you're running low on time, take the quiz, do your homework later, because you can turn that in late at a reduced rate. Extra credit, there will be 4 extra credit homework assignments. They are review assignments for each of the exams, and that extra credit will take form of extra points on your exam score. So if you look here, if you, let's see if my smart board's working. If you earn an 80% on the review homework for exam 1, and the max extra points you can get for extra credit is 5 points, I would give you 4 points extra credit on your exam score. So it would just increase your exam score. And I think the rest of this looks pretty straightforward. If you have any questions, please email me. I do check my email quite a bit, so happy to answer any questions. Look forward to a great semester.